Okay, so here's the video to follow up on the three worlds video I made. Yeah. So oop, the emerging point needs a canvas. Yeah, or landscape. Otherwise, it remains in its previous state. Yeah. So if the emerging point is not, it doesn't come out, it remains in its previous state. Yeah. This canvas, this is just a rough, but this canvas is the world that you experience. Yeah. We are actually coming out and being expressed. Yeah. Okay. So the canvas looks like this. It's just code, yeah? What you call the matrix code, or the womb of growth and evolution, yeah? Or the construct, the thing that we're in. This could be anything because it's just a plain canvas, a bit like this. There's nothing on there. It could be anything, yeah? Okay. Now, the three dreams work as follows, yeah? So you have the dream world, which is space and eternity, where it's boundless and unlimited. The dream world, you have your full abilities and powers, yeah? Where reality, or the sort of like the emerging point, comes out almost like a wave, yeah? There's no resistance. You can be anything. There's just infinite possibilities. This doesn't collapse into a fixed state, yeah? That's why you can be anything you want in this world, yeah? Because that's what you actually are. Now, the halfway house is the world of imagination, yeah? And we borrow space from here, but not eternity. And we borrow time from here, but not matter, yeah? So it's a bridge between worlds. It's a testing ground for your abilities and powers in the world of physicality, yeah? So here you can experience it as a wave and particle, yeah? Now, the waking dream, this is everyday life. This is the world of matter and time, yeah? Waking life dream, if you like. It's limited and is bound by rules, yeah? The Saturnian rules, yeah? If you know what these mean, then you are already there, yeah? But if you don't, look into it. Look at this symbol and truly understand what's actually happening, yeah? Okay. Here you operate in limp mode. It's dense and slow vibration. And here you experience reality as particles. So what you have to realize is the you are light, right? And you are experiencing yourself and expressing yourself. You can be both wave and particle. Yeah, wave, you're boundless, you're infinite, it could be anything. Yeah, you're just flowing. Yeah, there's no resistance. Yeah, water can go over anything. When you observe, i.e., due to your trauma or due to the stories you believe, and you start to observe rigid codes within this, you collapse the reality to particles and it becomes physical. And you start to live in alignment with just one timeline. Whereas when you're here, you can be across all timelines, all dimensions at all times. Yeah? And here you can somewhat do it, but you're still somewhat bound by some of the rules from the waking dream. So it's a bit of a half and half, yeah? I hope that's clear. So when I tell you that the aim of the game is lucidity and mastery, lucidity allows you to stop creating this. And in essence, you stop observing the reality, yeah, and obeying the rules of it. And you start to now operate like this here. Yeah? Because you can do that. So you stop observing the story, the narrative, stop observing it and accept it as you would in a lucid dream. And realize that it's infinite possibilities because that's the very nature of the canvas. Yeah? You can do anything. You could do the very same things you do in the dream world or imagination here. Don't believe this stuff. The structures, don't believe them because they're just that, structures. Okay? It's like in a video game. You're bound by rules of the game, but you can choose to play how you want to play. It's still your game. And in that way, you attain mastery. Yeah? That's how it kind of works. So in essence, when you really think about the The parallels between the double slit experiment and reality bending. There are so many parallels, yeah. So the double split, the double slit experiment, light behaves like a wave when it's unobserved, yeah. And the reality and lucidity parallel, reality stays fluid and open when you're not rigidly focused on one outcome, yeah. You're not operating from here, yeah, because you're not buying the stories, yeah. Everything's possible. So again, with the double slit experiment, when observed, light behaves like a particle, yeah. It collapses from a wave to a particle, yeah. And in this example, the reality and lucidity parallel, when you observe, i.e., you become lucid, the reality solidifies into a fixed script. Yeah? Now, the observer collapses infinite possibilities into one reality in the double slit experiment. Yeah? So if here, this thing gets collapsed. In double slit experiment, all these infinite possibilities get collapsed into this when you start to observe. Yeah? And essentially, your attention determines which version of reality manifests. So your attention here in the 3D world, yeah, when you're focused on an outcome because you believe the stories or the rules that are governing the reality, you will see the outcome that is governed by these principles, yeah. But when you're operating from here, you're looking at reality like that, then these don't apply. And this then re sort of like breaks down again into waveform and everything becomes fluid, yeah. And the synchronicities will start to flow and life will become back will go back to being a fluid dream, really, yeah. I hope that's clear. Okay. So basically, how you use this to manipulate reality is very simple, yeah. You need to stop over observing, yeah, and just let the reality stay fluid. Even if something happens, yeah, don't over observe, don't over analyze, don't overthink it, because that very act of over analysis or overthinking, something's happening internally, something's happening with your third eye. You are thinking, you are going into realities and constructing, yeah. That construction process is creation, yeah. So if you look into like a negative outcome, yeah, by over focusing on them, it'll collapse into existence because every possibility exists here on the canvas. It's a blank piece of paper. Anything can go in there. So if you focus on negativity, negativity will show up on there. Yeah, that's what the matrix code is there for. Now, so you need to keep your mind in a lucid wave state, yeah, and allow synchronicities and shifts to unfold naturally. Let life happen. Yeah, you can't control shit anyway. I told you this like how many times. You can't control anything. It's an illusion. So let it unfold, but just watch it happen. Oh, okay. Oh, so this person did this. Okay, cool. All right. If you overfocus, overanalyze, overthink about it, and there's a lot, you create that outcome because that very act that you're doing is collapsing the wave into a particle of physicality. Such is your power, yeah? So you need to shift into lucid observation, yeah? And choose your reality. So instead of being a passive observer, actively choose what you focus on. Actively. Like, realize that low vibrational people and demons and low people that are not awakened, yeah, they will try and get your attention. Your own thoughts, yeah, I told you they are disembodied versions of other physical beings have already been, will try and get your attention, yeah. Everything is seeking your attention. The stories you've consumed seek your attention. Your trauma seeks your attention, yeah. The narratives seek your attention. The media seeks your attention. Religion seeks your attention. The government seeks your attention. Every fucking thing here seeks your attention. Why? Because your attention is the most valuable thing here. If your attention is directed the wrong way, it literally can build somebody a castle and you don't even know that you're doing it. If your attention is misdirected the wrong way, you can literally be putting billions of dollars in someone's pocket and you wouldn't even be aware that you're doing it. If the media is telling you, oh, so and so is a billionaire, oh my God, you have no way of verifying it. Once you go into your mind and start to focus on that narrative and that story, you make it real. Your attention is literally creative power and it goes and it makes it real. So when I tell you turn off social media, turn off the media, turn off all that stuff, it's for your own good, because then it's actually blocking one door where attention can go. Yeah? Reality is not just about seeing, bro. It's about choosing what you observe into existence, because you have to see it first in order to bring it into fruition. You have to see it first in order to bring it to existence. You have to see it first in order to bring it into existence. If you can't see it internally, it will not come into existence. You have to visualize, okay, then it's there. Okay, cool. So these are the key takeaways, yeah. I had some other stuff I wanted to show you. Just a couple of refreshers if you want, but where are they? Yeah, let me show you this. Actually, it might help. So do you remember this one? Where's my pencil? Do you remember this? When I said God consciousness has to fit itself into your configuration, yeah? This is where the trauma happens. This is where the injury to your OC and I happens, yeah? And then you end up facing, where is the image? You end up looking at your own reflections and not realize that's your reflections. You internalize stuff here and you end up creating an ego, yeah? And this thing tries to rule you and control you. It's not real. It's fictional. It's in your own mind. Yeah? If you focus on the stuff that's happening here and you internalize it, you make it real. If you actually just allow it to happen, yeah, and you remain in a flow state, these things will disappear. You can literally vanquish them. It's crazy, but it's true. Okay? We're going into levels of mastery now, okay? So, like, recognize the game. Yeah? So, consciousness fits itself into your configuration, and you come here, yeah? The stories and narratives and everything that you acquire in your config are all designed to take your attention. That's you choosing your character. By choosing a character, you naturally become limited, because pre-character choice, okay? Once you choose a character, there's limitations. Things will take your attention away. The aim of the game is to remain focused, regardless of what's taking your attention away, regardless of what's happening on the screen. Yeah, you need to actively focus and create what you want. That's the power. These things will come. They will creep up. They will come because it's part of your configuration. It's part of your suit. So when you stand in front of the mirror, you will reflect it back to yourself. Don't internalize it. Just focus and keep creating. Focus and keep creating. Focus and keep creating. That's the aim of the game, bro. Yeah? And there was another thing I wanted to show you, which is this, because you remember I showed you that you are light, you are life, and you are sound, yeah? Electrical and mechanical, yeah? You can only experience the negative side, if you like, once due to separation, yeah? So you can only experience death once you separate, otherwise there's just life. That's why this place runs on fear and negativity, because we've actually come into this realm. We're not here, we've come here, yeah? We're not here, we've come here. That's why there's darkness here. Yeah? Don't forget this. This is very, very important. Something is binding you. You can transcend it. You know what this means, right? Cool.